Hello, good morning to you. Welcome to Business. Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta says the 2020 budget would focus on gains made over the past 3 years. The minister is expected to present the budget to Parliament in 2 weeks. The following report highlights what other areas the budget will focus on.
This would be this administration's large budget for President Akufo-Addo's term in office. It started in 2017 with a focus on sowing the seeds for growth and jobs. In 2018, it was themed Putting Ghana Back to Work, and in 2019, it was focused on a stronger economy for jobs and prosperity. The Minister of Finance now says sustaining gains made so far would be the focus for the 2020 budget. So what would he be sustaining? That's the question I posed to the Finance Minister, Ken Ofori-Atta.
Sustainable stability, security. I think really make sure the roads are done, make sure the flagship projects are going on, and begin to think structurally about tax reform, export drive, things that now begin to place us in a position on a real growth strategy that would also bring the needed employment.
The minister has also been talking about how he plans to deal with the revenue mobilization challenges before the end of 2019 and going into next year.
It's the underperformance of revenue, and we need to figure out how much we can get in these 2 months and how much expenditure we can also manage over the period to be able to claw back. For the new leadership at GRA, let's see what we can get, and then also looking at expenditure patterns, let's see how we can manage that.
He maintained that the 2020 budget will take a firm decision on dealing with the about $3 billion tax exemptions that the country loses annually. For many, the real test will be how he plans dealing with the revenue mobilization challenges and the election year budget overrun cares. One would also want to look at how they're going to raise money to fund some of its flagship programs. Prominent among them is the free SHS, and how it will use the budget to complete some projects it promised to finalize in its first term in office, and keeping the brakes on questionable expenditure, especially in an election year.
The Ghana Revenue Authority (GRA) has impounded a number of loaded trucks bound for various destinations with unauthorized VAT invoices. The authority's Debt Management and Compliance Enforcement Unit mounted a checkpoint on the Pokwase in Saram section of the main Accra-Kumasi Highway. The exercise forms part of GRA's series of distress actions to enhance revenue collection. My colleague Bismarck Awusa was there and has come through with this report.
Some of the cars intercepted by the GRA's enforcement unit comprised those from harbors and warehouses loaded with goods. The unit inspected VAT invoices, excise tax stamps, and customs documents. Upon several checks, the GRA uncovered no compliance and evasion of tax. Alpha Sena Nuhosu is the Chief Revenue Officer at the GRA.
We are interested in the supplier who supplied the goods and did not issue the Commissioner General's invoice to our company. We impound the vehicles and then we'll follow up to the supplier, and then the appropriate sanctions will be applied to the supplier.
And that's it for business. We'll bring you some more business at midday. My name is Emmanuel Abuaji. Have a good morning.